average person produces just 1 liter of sweat after 15 minutes in a steam room, Bakugo is sweating at least 2,000 times that amount in the 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Yo, Bakugo, you stink, bro. Oh my god.
Producing closer to 6,000 liters of sweat in 5 seconds from just the palms of his hands. 150 times the total volume of liquid contained in the average human body. Want to sit anywhere near him in class or on a bus.
Yo, look, he's calling out what I was calling out. That's exactly what I was calling out. Like, he must stink, bro. If he doesn't control it, then he just must stink all the time, bro. Yo, what's up, YouTube? Turbo-Chimp here, and today I'm going to react to a film theory about the gross truth of Bakugo's quirk. I know it's been a while since I made a reaction video, but I'm going to try to bring him back. His look hasn't been that long. It's been like a week, probably, or two. It's because I've been trying to edit this second part of the GTA car wash thing, but that's it's been a little awkward and getting a little, like, stuff's complicated. It's basically just complicated. But this video about film theory. This was 7 years ago. You know, yeah, I hope y'all know about the new season of MHA. I mean, it's been out for a while now, like the last season, but you know, it's still kind of new and still kind of trending. So might as well, you know, watch it. I mean, I'm watching the season, but you know, might as well watch a quirk about Bakugo, cause I mean, like, we all know his quirk is that he sweats nitroglycerin, but it makes it explode. But I don't know how he makes it explode and stuff, and I kind of like want to learn more about it, get into the scientific facts about it. And you know, this video just happened to pop up. We don't talk about the search bar. I totally wasn't just searching stuff up. But yeah, let me not waste any more time. Yeah, we about to watch the GOAT. You know, we know he retired, but I haven't watched a film theory video in a good while. But we about to watch Peak, y'all. We about to watch Peak. So go ahead and get your popcorn. This video is 10 minutes long. I mean, that's not very long, but go ahead and get your popcorn, get your snacks. You know what I mean? But let me not waste any more time, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Oh man, I can't wait for the new episode of My Hero.
The UI Sports Festival.
I'm sorry, Izuku.
Deku, you bastard!
Young man, you too can become a hero.
1 week later.
Oh man, I can't wait for this new episode of My Hero Academia.
Internships.
Sorry, Izuku.
You bastard!
You too can become a hero.
1.
Yes, I can't wait for this new episode of
Can't
My
wait.
Hero Academia.
Stain.
Izuku.
Bastard!
Become a hero.
Is it just me, or am I starting to notice a pattern here?
I'll get it. Hey, I'm ready. Hey. That's my child. That's my child. Yo, oh my god. It's been so long since I seen that intro. Oh my gosh, that's my whole childhood right there. Yo, when I was younger, I watched straight Death Battle and Film 3. Oh my god, that was my childhood, bro. I can't believe he retired. I'm about to cry, yo. I'm sorry.
Hello, Internet!
What's
Welcome
up?
to Film Theory, the show that always sweats the small stuff. Speaking of sweat, you know what I hate? Katsuki Bakugo, the sandy-haired, hyper-aggressive bully from My Hero Academia. I know, I get it. He's learning to accept others and blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
but
he learned
seriously, dude, get over yourself. I don't need any of your
Don't talk about-
protection!
Hey, don't talk about my GOAT. Like, I mean, you're my GOAT too, Film Theory, Matt Pat. But Bakugo's also a GOAT. Like, if you watch the last season, the newest season, man, Bakugo really clutching up, man. He really clutching up. Like, he gets a redemption arc. Just wait, man. Just wait.
Damn it! It's one thing to be stubborn and cocky, but geez, dial it back once in a while.
I just want to say, I'm gonna win.
But even I have to admit that, despite his obnoxious personality,
I'm not
he's
gonna lie,
got
I'm a
himself
fireball.
one heck of a fascinating superpower. While quirks in the Hero Academia universe can range from godlike to totally useless, when Bakugo spun the wheel, he definitely landed closer to the godly end of the scale. If you don't know the show, let me tell ya, he's got himself the power to produce massive explosions. But the way that he activates that power, like Bakugo himself, is, less than pleasant. You see,
Yeah, like, I'm glad he's gonna go deeper into it, because I really want to understand how that really works. Because I'm pretty sure I looked up nitroglycerin. Turns out your body automatically makes it. I don't know how that works. I don't even know what nitroglycerin really is. So let's go ahead and get into that.
Bakugo's quirk isn't just making things magically explode. He's no Yoshikage Kira.
Dojo weapon. Are we serious right now?
Instead,
Are we serious?
Bakugo's explosions are a byproduct of his actual quirk, which is that he sweats nitroglycerin. Or, to be more specific, a substance very similar to nitroglycerin, which he can
It's not?
detonate at will.
Since you're such a stalker, by
Wait, so he can control if it. Oh, I know it. It kind of controls the like raindrop thing that he did. Like, makes more sense. So he can control when it explodes, or
now you probably know how my quirk
Or the one that makes
explosion
it
works.
air.
I secrete nitroglycerin like sweat from my hand to make it blow up.
Essentially,
I remember seeing that scene, bro. I was like, hold up. So the quirks are like that. Look, y'all look excited. I'm like, hold up, wait. So does that mean the quirks are like scientific? It's a little more of a scientific quirk, you know, as a little science nerd myself, you know.
the sweatier he gets, the bigger his explosions are. And over the course of the series, we've seen Bakugo make some pretty darn big, earth-shattering kabooms, even without his special grenade gloves that store up his, fluids to create bigger blasts. So of course, all this raises the obvious question. How much would Bakugo have to sweat to create blasts as big and powerful as he does? Well, you ought to know by now that that's the exact sort of insane question that I answer on this channel. So roll on some Old Spice and make sure that you're wearing an undershirt.
Gland problem.
Since today we're literally working up a sweat to prove how hot under the collar this anime character gets. And spoiler alert, he's producing more sweat daily than the gaming room at your local anime convention. Oh yeah. It's that bad. To begin, we're told that Bakugo's sweat is basically identical to nitroglycerin, and since science knows a lot about how much nitroglycerin expands when it explodes, by measuring a given
So it does explode? How does it explode though?
explosion from the anime, we can work out pretty easily exactly how sweaty Bakugo would have to get to produce
Bro, that
it.
sounds
Now,
nasty.
one thing
Hold up, I just thought about it too. So it's like anytime you sweat, like not a thing, but that kind of nasty. Like, plus, does his sweat still cool him off, or is it like a whole different thing?
I'm not gonna do is look at what Bakugo can do in his hero costume, since those grenade gauntlets of his are designed to store his sweat over time, thus making their explosive power more
Yeah, that's
based
how
on
it
how
works.
long he's been wearing them, as opposed to how much he's actually sweating. That said, the newest season of the anime is
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I don't know which season it was, but like they literally made a design change to his suit, where it's like it basically a sweater to make him sweat more so it could get stronger explosions out.
given us a great benchmark. In Season 3, Episode 3, we're given a Quirk training montage
Did I just say longer or did I say stronger? Hold up, I might be bugging. Hold up, my bad.
where each character is trying to push their quirks to the limit in order
Oh,
to
yeah.
expand their
I remember
powers.
this, I remember
We're
this.
expressly told that Bakugo is
Plunging his hands into boiling water to expand his sweat glands, then creating chain explosions to increase the scale of his
I forgot about that. That just sounds insane. Wait, I might not. This might be. Is this like? No, he said season 3, so I think I do remember this. I just don't remember this specifically. I must not have been faded. That sounds insane. That like putting his. I mean, I probably was. I think that was when I was watching subs, so that's probably why I didn't realize it. But oh my gosh, that just sounds insane. Putting your hands in boiling water to expand your sweat gland, and that. Hold on, actually, because with the explosions too, it probably. Because the sweat glands, while the sweat's in there, it makes it explode, which also helps probably expand it. But the boiling water also helps like keep it like that. I think probably. Right?
brain attacks.
So,
Man,
not
that's-
only are these visually the largest fireballs that he produces in the series, we
That's
also
the
know that
oh, right, so
Bakugo is
far, so
intentionally pushing himself to
I gotta remember this is 7 years ago. I gotta remember this is 7 years ago.
his limits here to unleash his full strength, both in terms of explosion size as well as how fast he's making those explosions happen. At first, I thought I could just measure the blast using Bakugo himself as the measuring stick, since he's right there and we know that his cannon height is
think so.
exactly 172 centimeters based on the character
He's
stat cards
5'7".
that
Oh wait, no, that's not that tall. Hold on, I'm tripping. I'm like, hold up, 5'7", that's kind of tall. No, wait, 5'7" is kind of tall, but not crazy tall. I think I'm like 5. I think I'm 5'6.5". I think. So yeah, I'm like almost there. He's not really that tall then. My bad. He be acting all big and bad. Like you was not that tall, bro. You was average height, little bro. Why he like where he get all that energy
pop up
from?
between commercial breaks. However, I wanted to be as precise as possible, which, when it comes to Bakugo, is a bit of an issue. He has that Super Saiyan perm thing going on that
Yeah.
makes it hard to figure out how exactly his height's being measured, and he almost never stands up straight. Lucky for us, though, Bakugo is not the only measuring stick that we have at our disposal here. He's standing next to an oil drum, the exact same kind of oil drum that his fellow classmate Todoroki is using for his training. And with his good posture
I
and
forgot
flat
about
haircut, this icy hot honor student makes for a much better
I see how honor student, that is insane. Oh my gosh. Yo, this dude used to like low-key have like he low-key crack jokes on people now that I think about it. Yo, that's crazy.
Measuring stick.
I see
We
how-
know that from heel to
honestly.
head, Todoroki stands at 176 centimeters tall. That means, using his height in this
See, Todoroki, see, it's always the nonchalant ones that got the tall height. Like, y'all be so tall and nonchalant. No, I'm glad it's the tall people who nonchalant, bro. Imagine if they was all cocky and jerks, bro. I won't even be able to do anything about that. I mean, 5'9" ain't crazy tall, but that's just, like, y'all, like, think about it. That's actually still kind of tall, though. Dang.
manga profile picture as a baseline, we can determine his pupillary distance, or the distance between the centers of the pupils of his eyes, a measurement that's often
Bro, what? Oh, yo, now that I'm older, I'm starting to realize how insane these measurements. Like, he just be measuring anything. Like, when he really be doing deep processing, deep thought into this, bro. Oh my gosh. Like, you're measuring their pupils. That's like actually insane when you think about it. Like, he really works hard on these videos. Like, that's a lot. That takes, bro. He could have done anything, bro. We just lucky he came to YouTube. He could have done anything, bro. Like, for real though.
taken by optometrists
He could became a scientist. Like, he studied all of this. Like, I want to know what college he went to, actually. Hold on, what college he go to, bruh?
during
How
eye
do you go there?
appointments. On average, male pupillary distances are between 5.3 centimeters and 7.7 centimeters, and Todoroki's pupils are exactly 7.62 centimeters apart, so it falls
Like, where did you get that from? And I'm not gonna question it because I know it's probably true.
right in that range. This measurement can then be translated over to the training montage to measure the barrel from side to side in this shot, which gives us a barrel diameter of 79.88 centimeters. Finally, we can apply those barrel measurements to the one standing next to Bakugo to measure the diameter of the fireball. And here's where we run into one other snag. You see, we're never actually shown the full scale of the fireball that Bakugo creates, despite it being a distant shot that we can clearly
See, like, that's crazy. Like, when you really think about it, he does all that, like, math and all that stuff, all the problem solving, just for it to be wrong, like, or not be wrong, but, like, not be able to be fully true, so he has to figure another way to prove it. Like, that's insane when you really think about it.
tell goes above the tree line. So we're just gonna have to settle for measuring the part of the fireball that we can actually see in this flat-on shot. But trust me, even that is more than enough. If we cut a chunk off the fireball starting at the widest point before it goes past the edge of the screen, we get a dome that's 2,545 centimeters across by 716 centimeters tall. Plugging those numbers into this formula, which measures the volumes of spherical caps, gives us a total volume of 2,428.2 cubic meters, or 2,428,207 liters of exploding gas. That certainly sounds like a lot, but to truly understand what that means, let's dig a little deeper. Doing a little research, we know that when it explodes, nitroglycerin expands to a little over 1,200 times the volume of its original liquid form. So all we have to do is divide the volume of the explosion by 1,200 to see just how much sweat Bakugo would need to produce it, leaving us with a final grand total of a whopping 2,023.5 liters
How
of
much is that?
sweat. To put that in perspective, an average human produces between 0.8 and 1.4 liters of sweat during an hour of exercise. Or for a fairer point of comparison, since Bakugo's using hot water to open up his sweat glands, an average person produces just 1 liter of sweat after 15 minutes in a steam room. Bakugo is sweating at least 2,000 times that amount in the 5 seconds between explosions in this scene. And remember, that's just part of the fireball. The whole thing is 3 to 4 times the size.
Then when you actually think about it, bro, that number's insane. Cause he also adds in, that's him without the water's probably also helping, but oh my gosh, yo, Bakugo, you stink, bro. Oh my god. Does it stink? Like, does nitroglycerin smell bad? Like, does it smell bad? Like, does he get musty and stuff like everybody else, or is it different? Nah, bro, that dude, like, you could be like, oh yeah, he put on deodorant. I don't think deodorant is stopping him, bro. But at the same time, who gonna tell him? I ain't telling him he stank. He gonna blow my face off.
Of what we can actually measure, which means that Bakugo is probably producing closer to 6,000 liters of sweat in 5 seconds from just the palms of his hands. That's about 150 times the total volume of liquid contained in the average human body. And if a real person were truly sweating that much liquid, they'd shrivel up and die like a prune in a fraction of a second. But let's just
And I already know he probably about to bring it up, but like think about how much water he has to drink to keep up with. Well, actually, I mean, does he drink water? Does he need? I mean, he needs water like everybody else, obviously, for everything else. But for his sweat, does he like need water because it's natural glycerin? See, now I'm gonna have to do my research on natural glycerin after this video. See what you did, Matt Pat. See what you did. Now I have to learn about natural glycerin. Come on, man. Now I gotta learn about now I gotta research natural glycerin because my brain is interested and I'm curious. Like, come on, bro.
Let's ignore that problem for a moment and assume that Bakugo's quirk somehow compensates for this rapid fluid loss by other means, the same way it prevents his explosions from blowing his hands off. I mean, after all, this is a universe where a guy's whole body can be made out of teleporting mist, or a guy's face can be made out of flame, or a guy can have teeth that turn into magically long...
I mean, when you think about it, though, you could turn the flames off. And I'm just gonna assume he controls those flames. I mean, he does overheat, but I'm assuming he controls them because it turns off at times. So he just puts that on probably like to help with disguise and stuff. Even like everyone knows who he is. I think. Yeah, I think everybody knows his like real identity. So I don't know why he does it. Probably just to look cooler. I mean, sometimes you gotta throw a little swag on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And isn't possible with these darn quirks. Assuming that he wouldn't die from it in terms of liters per second, Bakugo is sweating over 1,000,000 times faster than the average.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Look, like I remember I tried to make sense of how quirks work and stuff. Just don't question it, y'all. Just don't question. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I mean, some things you can question, but don't question too hard. Don't, because you dig deep enough, it's just not gonna make sense. And then stuff starts to get insane.
Human being. Let that sink in for a minute. He is sweating 1,000,000 times faster than you. If he were to stand with that barrel in an Olympic swimming pool, he would be able to fill the entire thing with his sweat in 34 minutes and 43 seconds. Every 30 minutes, he's...
43 minutes, though. I mean, that's still... I mean, 34 minutes. Wait, that's even worse. I mean, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to say, like, 5 minutes or something. I mean, 34 minutes, that's still a long time. But, I mean, that's still a short time, but that's still also pretty long at the same time, you know? But that's still... Actually, hold up. Olympic swim... Wait, never mind. That's pretty bad, Bakugo. That's pretty bad, bro.
Sweating the amount of an Olympic swimming pool. Ugh, gross.
Hey! Sweating is the act of a healthy body.
Of course, Bakugo isn't going to spend all day in sauna conditions, but even at regular temperatures, he'd be sweating buckets on a daily basis. Literally sweating buckets. On an average day, a regular person will produce between 5...
Hold up. Like, you know, sometimes, like, what if you think about, like, what if he could force himself to sweat? Like, what if that's part of his quirk? You never know. Like, what if he could control how much he sweats? But, like, there's also, other factors that could play into him sweating more than he forces himself. You know, that's always a possibility. You know what I mean?
500 and 700 milliliters of sweat. At 1,000,000 times that rate, Bakugo would be sweating.
I know I keep pausing it, but like think about it, because if he can make it explode, like he probably can control how much sweat he does too. You know, so maybe he's not always smelling bad and stink all the time. You know, maybe his deodorant isn't always wearing off. You know, maybe his body spray ain't always not working. You know, it's his hands. Maybe. Yeah, can we think about wouldn't his clothes always be drenched too and stuff, or is that just not how it works? Yeah, I think that headcanon theory. Y'all let me know if y'all agree in the comments, but like I think he might be able to control it maybe. Like maybe it would make his like sweat glands sweat more. But like there's a limit, so like but other things can help him sweat more at the same time. You know, like not like he could stop it to a point, but he could also push it to a point.
Sweating between 5 and 700,000 liters every single day, which, let's be honest, would probably mean he'd need to drink a little bit more than 8 glasses of water per day to stay hydrated. And it would definitely mean that I wouldn't want to sit anywhere near him in class or on a bus.
Yo, look, he's calling out what I was calling out. That's exactly what I was calling out. Like, he must stink, bro. If he doesn't control it, then he just gonna stink all the time, bro.
Clearly, Bakugo is going in the completely wrong direction when he chose his hero name.
King Explosion Murder.
I'm gonna say that one's a little too violent.
Nah, forget all that. With palms as sweaty as yours, buddy, you're better off calling yourself the Swamp Thing. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And cut.
Oh, wait. Yeah, alright. Well, y'all, if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. If y'all want to see some more, make sure to subscribe. You guys, make sure to turn on the notifications so you can catch the next one. And you guys stay safe out there. Remember, Jesus loves all you beautiful people. Like I said, you guys stay safe out there though. Yeah, I don't know what to say. You guys got any recommendations on what I should post? Any videos y'all would like me? Go ahead, if you want to DM me on Instagram or just put it in the comments. You can put the link to. You can put the link of the video in the comments. I really wouldn't care, and I just like figure something out. But like I said though, you guys stay safe out there. Remember, he loves y'all. Y'all make sure to pray at night. Peace.